Good morning. It got cold again. Good morning. Popping into this Alpha Trading Discord. Already got a massive crew of folks waiting. Look at all these beautiful people. Alrighty. Let me get my shit together here. Oops. First sentence, throw out a curse word. Shit, is that really a curse word? Not really. We're traders.
Yep, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. GFMF. That's right. What we got going on? Bitcoin volatility low. Move incoming? Possibly. It's what the low volatility tells you. Shots across the bow. That's what it's telling you. Let's see here. So what am I talking about the volatility? Here's the daily. We're talking about volatility percentile. For anybody tuning in that's fresh to alpha trading, right? We focus a lot on volatility percentile, but we do have part of our alpha volatility radar. We do have volatility grade. That is a combination of historical volatility and implied volatility. You group those together with 3 different lengths of volatility percentile, and you begin to understand this indicator. Yes, you know when the time is ripe for a move. Is the time ripe for a move? Absolutely. You got volatility low on the daily. Okay. You got that 525 to 981. We're talking a 4 percentile, 9.88, 2400 at a 24.75. They're all pretty dang low. Random walk. Full random walk, right? This whole move to the top side. And this consolidation is what I'm calling it. You can call it whatever you want. It's just sideways price action, really. But all heading back into a random walk as this is going sideways here, right? The trend was to the top side. You can see the predictors flipped many times. That's what you're going to see. That's what you're going to see. I mean, look at these candles, right? Got a little battle going on here. Of course we do. Of course we do. And, we can go to the high of the returns oscillator back here, right? Boom, there. And that is the top of this candle right here. So, right, all these are higher highs. We got all higher lows here, right? We got all higher lows here. These are all little div plays, right, on the daily. You drop this down, you go down through the time frames, you get all the way down to probably about a 33-minute. Really nice div plays going on. Let's see here. Take a quick peek. We got the DLP. Interesting. This thing's flattening out. Is it going to pop? Is it going to pop? That's the question. Variance low. Data ready to spread from the mean. This is what the variance indicator is all about. If you don't know about variance, it's not that we rely on it heavily. It is what it is. It is variance. It's literally the purest form of volatility. When the variance is the data spreading from the mean of returns. Right? That is volatility. The standard deviation of returns is volatility. So when you get a low variance read like this, I like to actually see it a little lower. But this is fine. It's coming down negatively correlated, right? Almost on a full contraction here. Beautiful thing. Now, that's the daily. Look at the 4-hour. Volatility, right? Did it fall off a cliff? It pretty much has. 100%. Let's see, we're up here. The 525 length was at about, it was a tick over 67. Next candle, right? The volatility drops off down to about 16. Now we're really low, about a 4 percentile, 981, 2400. Everything's low, right? We've got a 19.75 and a 3150. Yeah. When you get everything under about 40, 50, yeah, things are starting to rev up, especially when the slow length is crushed like this. Let's see what's happening. Yeah, we got a little bull div right now on the 4-hour. Returns oscillator is crossing the zero mean as we speak. Look at these fissures. Look at these fissures right now. Yeah, we got a little battle going on. Indeed, sirs and ma'ams, we have a battle going on in Bitcoin. Yeah, the bears are fighting for their life. Yes, they are. And why, all the other YouTubers out there talking about resistance levels of data sets and just all kinds of silly madness, drawing patterns, things of that nature, right? We're focusing on our workflow. We're focusing on the volatility, the only things that really matter. How are you going to be able to analyze this market if you cannot have a workflow? Are you stuck in a time frame? Do you need to go to Traders Anonymous? Just call 1-800-ALPHA Trading, right? We're going to give you a little rehab. Yes, we will. We will give you a rehab, my friends. Everybody needs one every once in a while. So now I'm down here on the 90-minute. We're below the power mean band. We just sent a wick up on that 90-minute candle, right? When it got back up above 28. Almost hit the wave trend. Interesting. Let me backtrack here. Go back to this 4-hour. Let me look at this power mean band. Goodness gracious. Yeah, definitely sending wicks outside this power mean band. You keep getting sucked back up. So we're hanging on to the 99 log MA, right? Powerful support. If we're talking about support and resistance, for God's sake, start using log return moving averages. Start using power means. Start using distribution levels, right? Distribution levels, price action volatility ranges. The dollar is having a little pump session right now. Let's see. Yeah. So it's using the top side of the daily that for a little launch pad right now, getting back up. This you can see how the dollar acted right here. This white dotted line, that is a support level for the weekly volatility range. Okay, let's pull this down. That is the first support level. Here is the tight volatility range. Now, do you remember at the beginning of the week where I was like, this area after it was tested is probably going to get retested? Is it on its way? It's creeping. It is a creeping. What happens when the dollar gains strength? What happens to these risk on assets, right? They get weak, man. They're going to get weak. 100%. That's just the way it is. You get a little strength in the dollar. Yeah, these indexes, crypto, although crypto's on a mission right now, right? Crypto is on a mission. The bulls are in control, 100%. Even if that bull is only Michael Saylor. Just kidding. That guy's just continuing to stack Bitcoin. Hey, man, good for him. Good for him. If I had that kind of cash, woo! Wow. Incredible, man. Incredible. He's got quite a bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Be good stuff. Good stuff. But man, there's a lot of
Absolutely.
Bitcoiners have been in this thing forever. They're just sitting on massive stacks of Bitcoin. It's incredible. Incredible. Let me check something out. Okay, that's good.
Tell you what, yesterday, just not having a few of my indicators, I felt weakness. just to give you some feedback.
Yeah, man.
Good to know, man. Good to know. I mean, I'm glad you see the value in them. I really am, dude. That's awesome. And more importantly, I'm glad you're putting in the time and effort to learn how to use them, really.
Oh, yeah.
So,
big time.
You have any questions about stuff like, what I mentioned to you earlier and stuff, feel free to ask whatever here or, in chat or DM me or whatever, or any of us, really.
Yeah. And you can see here.
No, I will. I can see that the feedback's been excellent. I mean, just top notch.
Yeah,
no
man.
doubt. And I can seriously tell you now that I've got a couple weeks under my belt. And yesterday was a eye opener for sure, because I asked earlier in the session why the exclamation points were on my screen. And then I went through the whole day without those extra indicators. Now I did okay. The other ones that I did have, helped, but there was a couple that I couldn't correlate, and it was like, it was different. So I can tell you there's a change in my whole thought process now in terms of just looking at it.
Nice.
It's allowed me not even to look at
it. It means you
not
made
even
the
to
switch.
look at the others.
Yeah, you built a good system, dude. And if you have a red thing pop up that you can't use your indicator, well, then technically 1 out of your 10 parts of your system is incorrect. So you wrongly weighted it. And it's good that you traded that and tried to trade it, because it just shows what your brain is needing to see in order to confirm the bias. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I didn't trade yesterday. I had one that I was going to get into, but I said no. Let's fix this issue first, and then plenty of days for trading, and they seem to never change at all. So, opportunities every day. There's no limit.
Very responsible of you.
Let's see here. Okay.
Now the feedback has to be real strong from my perspective, because I've been doing this a long time. I mean, I'm many years of and my P&L is not good on that front. I've always had to go back to work in my whole career. I've had a great career on the other side, but this is the first time in my trading experience that I actually can see something that makes sense, that actually gives me the information that I've always wanted, but could never, I could never put this together personally, because I'm probably too short term. I could always do it in my engineering career, but when it came to trading, I was always just, and I've always had the money to do it. So I guess losses, I just didn't, I just took them in my learning experience, but I don't want to do that anymore. And, with this, it's my patience is built, which is great. So anybody coming in here new or anything, I'm only going to give the feedback that as an experienced trader, fundamentally I'm an experienced trader. I know what I'm dealing with. Probably some of the smartest individuals on the planet on the other side of this thing. So you got to get some of the smartest individuals on this side doing the same thing. So I'll give you those kudos, because this is very exciting.
Yeah, imagine these people that are literally using all of this lagging information to try to go up against these algorithms. I mean, it's not, and like,
That's
again,
me.
yeah, I mean, it's not that we're like telling people really what to do. We're trying to expose the fact what they're using. It's like, man, you can use whatever you want. We're here for you, though. Like we said earlier, right? It's TA Anonymous right over here, man. We'll bring you in, teach you how to use these indicators. It's all upside from then on. If you just got to ditch the rest, right? Bring forward some of the things that have helped you along the way. But most people, sometimes people will. There's a lot of smart people out there. You'll put together a good game plan, but then you're using lagging indicators, right? So it's like, oh my God, it's like you're going up to bat against these major league pitchers, and your bat literally weighs like 5 pounds, right? I mean, you just got this big, massive bat. You can't even turn on the baseball. Strike out. So yeah, that's. I mean, you made a good point. That's what people are up against, and literally, there's discords out there where there's literally, it's like a coloring book session. People are just drawing on charts, and oh my goodness gracious, you need statistics, right? You need probabilities.
Hey, that was me 2 weeks ago. That was me.
It was me about me 5 years ago.
I'm telling you 100%. This guy right here has been doing that forever. That's all I've ever done.
Yeah, we all been there, man.
And I've done okay, but it's the one time. It's that one time where you're wrong and you don't accept it. That and you've been making that point, which is positive also, is to reinforce, your stop loss in your brain. You always know it.
Oh yeah.
Deal with it.
Yep.
It's probably but anyways, that's but I'm going to give the feedback. I'm not,
Oh yeah,
you've been good about providing me information. I'm going to be good about providing the feedback and learning. That's why I don't want to take up too much time, but just wanted to give that reference from yesterday, because I appreciate the extension for a minute
for
to get this crypto, because I'm very excited about basically using crypto as something that I just take some portion of my profits and start piling up a bag over there.
Right. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. I agree. And yeah, and you can speak up anytime because it's good for everybody listening, especially, you know, when you hear them talking about stop losses. So that's really what we like to tell people is that, me personally, I keep my stop losses in my head, but I'm monitoring my positions, right? I'm not swing trading volatility. I'm not entering, especially in cryptocurrency. I'm not entering a position and being like, okay, well, this triangle, right? This ascending triangle, this thing's going to play out. This is a great entry. Look at it banging on the look at it banging on the door. This thing's going to go to the moon. We all know. And if people really understood the percentage of how many times these patterns fail, they would never use them again. Not only are you pretty much just, it's like coloring book for adults, the probabilities of those things playing out are so freaking low. It's crazy. And people continue to use them. There's literally YouTube channels built upon it, right? Where people are just like, well, here we go. They're showing all these patterns. And then I see people drawing patterns. People, literally the people that are showing people these patterns, and they don't even know how to draw them correctly, right? They're on candle bodies and wicks, and you just, so if you're out there drawing on the triangles, I would highly suggest you use bodies, right? There's a reason why there's wicks there. Look, there's nothing there, man. It's a fugazi, right? You need to be using the candle closes and opens, in my opinion, if you want to draw. I don't even know why I'm telling you that, but at least do it right, right?
I was gonna say it's funny. Husby just, you know, he takes us all back to where we were, you know, back then too, and it's insane really to think about going back there after you've been on this side, because at the end of the day, when you're over in that world, you're just every day. I mean, you're just sucked into the cult of all this crap, and because everyone's trying to figure it out, and you're just always like, man, it's just a mystery. How come price action is moving like that? Why is that happening? Why is this happening? You just have no clue how these markets are really run when you're on the traditional technical analysis side. I mean, and it all looks great because these are professionals, so, you know, so-called professionals, and they all work for these big firms. They're all pushing it. They're all using it. And but you just sit back and go, well, I don't know. They must know more than I do. So I guess I'll just keep drawing lines, and I'll keep following these stupid indicators, and I don't know. I guess I'll figure it out at some point, you know. And you know, you get tricked. Your mind, you get the Jedi mind tricks because you win some trades here and there, you know, especially in when things are in trend or whatever. Oh, great, you know. But still, at the end of the day, you're befuddled about how these markets actually work. And so when you come over to statistics and you come over to really good math-based things that measure data, you once you understand this, you're like, holy shit, this is what I've been looking for the whole time I've been doing this. This is how all markets work, not just the stock market. I mean, look at Forex. I mean, look at any of these, crypto, traditional, doesn't matter, government bonds, they all follow statistical trading. Why? Because that's the only way to measure a random market. It's that simple. So, you know, once you're on this side and you understand that, you just sit back and laugh because you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know. People are just getting wrecked. It's just a constant supply of liquidity. Then you understand, you know, what Bilbo talks about all the time, which is, you know, most of these companies, I mean, just look at TradingView alone. I mean, thank God, you know, we can, you know, code these math-based indicators well, but I mean, gosh, you know, 99% of all the analysis on TradingView is all traditional TA. And it's just, you know, it's so frustrating when you get on this side of it and you're going, folks, there's a better way. I mean, there's just a better way. And it's really the way the markets work, and they're run this way.
Yeah.
All the big firms do it. And you research any big firm, and you're going to find that underlying their strategy is statistical trading. It's not fucking drawing lines.
No,
So,
100%,
anyways,
man.
done with my rant.
Oh, it's good. You can see we got Pittsburgh
Yeah, man.
Pittsburgh dads ranting in the chat there.
Love it.
If you guys don't know about Pittsburgh dad, you Google or YouTube it, search for it on YouTube. If you know anything about the Pittsburgh area, you will be laughing your ass off. You like got to know about the ends first, kind of, or it's kind of like an inside joke, but wow. I met a Yinzer out in California. They have their own language and everything. So MJ's like
Yeah, they
one
do.
chromosome off from being a Yinzer.
Yeah.
He's on the right side of the mountain. Funny. But yeah. To get back, what was I going to drop? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about the stop losses. You're literally that should be so there's people out there swing trading. Not only are they swing trading, they're putting in like take profit, right? They're putting in take profits, they're putting in stop losses. I mean, this is a you are literally dealing with exchanges that are trading against you, especially in crypto. And don't think this isn't going on in the traditional world too. We all know where the real criminals are at. Come on. Let me let this dog in. Come on, get up here. That is busy. There you go. Good dog. So by doing that, you're showing your hole cards, right? If we're coming from a poker playing aspect, you're literally showing your hole cards. There's no reason for it at all. But this is what happens. Why do you think people put stop losses in the system to begin with? Because they don't trust themselves, right? They don't trust the data set. They don't trust the volatility. Well, why wouldn't you? Why don't they trust it? Because they're not using the right tools, right? So they don't trust the data set because they don't have the right tools to analyze the data set properly. That's why you put stop losses in the system. That's the only reason. Do I have them in my head? Yeah, because every once in a while you're gonna get a bad entry. And when I say a bad entry, I'm talking about I might get an entry and down here on the low time frames, 3 or 6 minute. If one candle closes below my entry, I just exit. I'll mark it out of the position, right? I'll try to limit out of it. That's when it starts getting really hard. So most of the times, because we know how the volatility, it's better. Just mark it out real quick. All right. It's not going to happen all the time. I just get out of the trade because the next thing you know, you're underwater. Then you're underwater more. Then you're underwater more. And this is when the ego kicks in. You're like, no, that was a good entry and it's going to bounce right here. And these are people, they're looking at data sets. Oh, well, people are so confused when they trade these markets and they wonder why they lose money. If you just, the basis of your edge should be limiting your losses, right? Right. So if you take your profit, you limit your losses and you're not emotionally attached to your trades, your P&L is going to do nothing but get better, right? If you're not absorbing any losses and the ones you are absorbing are just tiny little losses and you're using the VEPS to trade, guys, your P&L will go up, right? I'm not going to give any numbers or what any of us have done, but it will go up if you focus on this, if you study it, right? The people that are coming in this Discord and are listening to this every day, you're going to catch on. You will catch on if you continue it. It's just at first it's confusing, but the more you listen to something, right? The more you listen to something, like when it comes to probabilities and statistics, don't think I haven't went to bed with like a Talib video on, right? Just absorbing into my consciousness. Or some of these math guys. There's so much good information out there. It's incredible, but people don't know where to look or what to look for. That's what we're here for, right? And we think we provide a lot of good information, And if you've made it this far, if you made it to the Alpha Trading Discord, this just give it a chance. Right? We are not forcing this on anybody. We hope that the smart ones see it. And you can, dude, they trickle in all the time. And you just heard HudSpy spoke. You should have heard speak. You should have heard, P-Funk when he first came in. He got it immediately. He was like, "Oh, I don't know what the hell it is right now, but yeah, let's do this." He was excited, and now he's been here. All right, he's a good dude. He's about to speak. It's opening day baseball. Detroit Tigers. He said they suck.
They stuck there. It's a holiday here, man.
Right, and this is the last trading day in traditional markets. Right, we're closed tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're closed tomorrow.
Hey, I noticed something on the options chain for SPY. They have a 47.5. I haven't seen that. I haven't noticed it, but they did a half strike.
407.5, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
I hadn't seen that before. I don't know. They're going down to halves. Just seems crazy.
Yeah.
Well, there's a 402.5 as well.
There's a 402.5, a 412.5.
I don't know what that means.
Well, I tell you, they got a 397.5, 392.5. Well, I mean, there's only one reason why they would be doing it, right, P-Funk? It's getting fucking crowded.
Yes.
It's getting crowded in the zero DTEs. Well, you got so many people out there. Yeah.
I just can't believe the liquidity at times.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Man. Yeah. Well, you got a lot of people flooding in, and then there was another Discord, and somebody was talking about like these NFT degens, the way they act, the way they flip these things, and they're making like $2 here, $1 there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I made a comment like, I wish these guys would come over into the Shark Tank, into the into the 0 day expiration options on SPY, and everybody's laughing. I put like a shark picture up, gobble, 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 gobble. I mean, because that's it. People come, they're like, because they see these videos, they're like, oh, this is easy. Oh, my edge will kill it in these 0 DTE options. I'm just like, oh, is that what you think? Yeah, come on. That, and the biggest problem with these things are
until it goes to 0.
Yeah, until it goes to 0. And the biggest problem that these people will have is you got it when you're trading these, and say you buy a call or put in the morning for the first move or whatever, you got to take your profit, right? You have got to take your profit. I don't care what it is. I mean, maybe it's only $50, maybe it's only $25, whatever it is, because this thing will turn quick. It helps knowing where the expected moves are, and obviously the charts we use, right? Just knowing, like right now, pre-market SPY's down what, 406.78. It's down almost a point from the close yesterday, where this should be a tight daily range. Kind of flat yesterday.
You see minis? No, today. You see the minis, S&P minis today? Look at them. It's incredibly tight.
Very. Yeah, you got a really tight range. And the daily's above the weekly, above the monthly. Yeah, let's see what happens here, man. But like I said, I mean, this dollar gaining strength. But look, the dollar got back up above this first support level. That does flip resistance. It had trouble right here. But then, boom, it drops, bounces right off the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. Let me see. Is that, yeah, it's 68.3. Is it? Whoa. Give me a second. Yeah, that is it. Let me scroll up. Yep, there's a 1SD. Or is that the 95.4? Give me a sec. We got one hidden up. Are these right on top of each other? Is that what's going on? Is this the top side of the 68.3 up here? No, it's not. Yeah, that is the top side. This is interesting. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's got to be the top side. 1SD, 95.4 Laplace. Sometimes these things get so wide. Yeah, there's a 2SD at 102.896. I am looking for this weekly range, just like I've been talking about for days now, to get retested. Why? Well, when you get a tight range like that, it's telling you, look, this data set is going to trend, right? And there's another one that I did not see that is just, whoa. Somebody got the bell going. Okay, what are these babies? Holy smoke. Man, they pump some premium into these things.
Yeah.
What the shit? What's this price at right now? Where's this daily range? And is it tight? Oh, God, yeah, it is. I mean, guys, hello. It's, what? 21 cents? Here it is right here. This little, all three, the top side, bottom side, and center of the daily range is right here. The data set is below it. And that is up at what? 407, yeah. 407.29. Okay, so we got top side of the 68.3 Laplace up here at about 409.58. It literally gapped down to the bottom, right? Have we tested the top side of that monthly yet? I mean, it's right here. All right, it's right here. Close. 404.57. I mean, to be honest, if this thing were to take off, this is actually close enough, really. But I'm telling you, when you've got the dollar doing what it's doing right now, you're going to see a full test of it probably. But this thing's tricky, right? Right before market opens, this thing bounces off the top side of the 68.3 and gets up above the first resistance level of the daily, but pulls back inside. Well, of course, that's what it's there for. But now look where you're at. It could use this weekly level as support. I would imagine this comes down and bounces off this weekly level. This thing is going to make its way up here probably today. This is the last trading day of the week, right? And here's another thing I was going to say, right? We got a long weekend. Watch crypto. Watch crypto this weekend. I'm telling you, with the volatility low in Bitcoin, it's just makes sense.
Yeah.
The move is coming.
Yep.
The move is coming.
It's
But look at
prime.
so I'm looking at Solana this morning. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I'm looking at this area right here, and I'm like, okay, so that is that's a resistance level for the weekly. I'm like, where's the new weekly on Solana? I didn't even check. Blah blah blah. I'm like, oh crap, that is the weekly level of Solana. It is tight, 1 penny tight, right? Look at the daily. So this data set is literally in between a super tight daily range. It's below it and then above this weekly range. Both of them are on top of the center of the monthly. Solana is going to have a move. Now, obviously, everything's following crypto or Bitcoin, right? So I'm looking for Bitcoin first. What you got, Yasha? Which is right at the bottom of the weekly right now. You can see it's finding support down here. It's sent some wicks down to this first support level. But you break to the downside here. I mean, Bitcoin's got some room to move to the downside. And we already know on a lot of time frames on Bitcoin, let's see how far it is still, right? When you shoot outside the power mean bands, right? The returns, right? Price action is just following the returns. You want to talk about data spreading from the mean. I mean, dude, we are so far. We're back in the power mean band, but you usually want to test the wave trend. It's down there. I mean, it's up to 25.5 now. And I've talked about a pullback. I've also talked about Bitcoin pumping, running towards like, who knows, 50K, 46 is the Fisher on macro time frames. But it needs time, right? Now look up here on the 2-day. You see how the power mean band, it will flip up and it will charge hard to the upside. So the daily is the only macro time frame where we've literally got back down into the power mean band. Still hasn't happened on the 2-day. Had a wick right here to it. But then up here, let's see, we got reverse wave trend about 23.7 area. Let's see where it's at on the 3-day. And that's why this price action is halted, right? Like, do you know how low a probability is for this thing to just rocket right now? I mean, it's just returns mean revert. That's just what they do. That's what the probabilities are all about. And every time you see a data set just pump to the moon and start going sideways, that's exactly why. You have reached a probable level where, look, this thing is spun. The algos know it. So who's moving the markets, right? So then it becomes, all of a sudden, the bulls are going to try to hold their ground. The bears are going to try to push it down. The data set just on... just statistically wise, this thing has got to come back down. I mean, there's just no doubt. And up here, let me see. And you've literally, so this 99 log MA, all right, so now you've got the 9 crossing it back up, right? As soon as you start to get wave trend, more of this power mean band start crossing up that 99 log MA. That's why this is actually, what do we got? About 25K. Man, I'll tell you what though, man, these bulls are pushing hard. The volatility is even low on the 3-day. What was it on the 2-day? Let me see here. Pretty low. It's low everywhere. We got a move coming. There's no doubt. Let me see. Now here's the weekly.
Solana, you're saying Solana weekly, by the way, has it a 1 penny range on the weekly. So does the daily. I mean, this thing is set to move.
It is. So you know what? We'll take a look at it too, since we're on it right now. You know what though? Wait a minute. Let me check one more thing here. What is that happening? Yeah, it looks like SPY's definitely. This would be a great time for a test right here. I mean, we're so close right now, right? I haven't done anything. I mean, right now these 405s are what, 65 cents? 406s are over $1.03. Let me see here. Yeah, is what I want to see. I want to see SPY come down and test this range, right? I want to see SPY come down, test the top of this monthly, and see what it's going to do there. Because with this tight daily, this thing is going to run. This thing is going to run hard. Let me see. Let's pop this up real quick. SPY. Let me go down to 4 hour first. Let's see where we're at power mean man wise. Finally, on the 4 hour, right? SPY's finally pulled back to the top of the power mean band. I mean, you got the Fisher down here at 401. Getting ready to get across. This is what you want too. You want this wave trend to cross up this Fisher. Power mean band's already doing it. The 9 length log MA has. Here's the 99 and the 33. They're slowly creeping up towards it. 401, 402. Wow, man. And now this is the last day of the trading. This could this be a very volatile day? It sure could. Really could. Let's see. I want this test. I want this 404 area, right? 404, 405. I mean, you got the bottom of the weekly down at about 401.6. And I just showed you right over here. I mean, this is on the 4 hour. Look at the Fisher, 401.6. 401.6. And that is down right at the bottom of the weekly, correct? Yeah, man. Interesting. But the dollar just pooped out.
Can I just interrupt?
What'd you say?
Can I just interrupt this for 1 second?
You sure can.
I just want to interrupt this for 1 second and say,
interrupt.
Hey, folks, if you're in here, do me a favor. If you click on the link that is posted in the Alpha Voice chat, which is you'll find that by hovering your mouse over the Alpha Voice channel name, and it's the first little column to the right of it says Open Chat. Click on that TradingView link. Go click that rocket icon. Let's make TradingView pump us up so that we save more traders from horrible trading and show them a better way to trade.
Let's make TradingView great again. Let's do this.
Yeah. There's like a dozen people there. We should have at least a dozen links clicked on that rocket icon.
Because there's a lot of stuff going on out here, right, in TradingView land. We got other streamers, right? There's not a lot of people streaming, right? A lot of people just don't want to do it. And that's what always cracks me up. When somebody comes into the chat, you know, and they it's like, come in and learn, man. You know, don't come in and start, you know, what is this? I don't understand, blah, blah, blah. Sit back, relax, right? Enjoy the community. Learn. Instead, they come in talking trash. It's like, tisk, tisk, tisk. When, where's your stream at, right? Where are you streaming? Let me hear you, right? Are you doxxed? I don't care. All right, I've been doxxed for years. I can care less. People know who I am, right? Just going to be a bigger party. Just going to be a bigger alpha trading party when we have a group, when we have a get together at some point. Yes, yes, we will. Problem is, the founders of this thing, we are spread thick around this big globe. We are all over the place. Yeah. We are all over the place, perfectly positioned to take over. Got little alpha trading sleeper cells all over the world.
That's right. We never sleep. We're up 24 hours. Somebody's always monitoring.
Yeah, that's another good thing too. You come into the Discord, you ask a question. There's 24 hours a day. Somebody's going to be around because we are global, alpha global. Maybe we'll have to rebrand.
Yeah.
Rebrand.
Yeah, I heard Gemini are global finally after 10 years of being a crypto exchange. They're going to open up some offices outside the U.S. because they're getting tired of being told by the SEC all kinds of nonsense.
All right.
Being told you're following the rules, and then the SEC says everybody knows the rules and nobody's following them, something like that. So they're like, all right, I think we're going to move our operations offshore. We're going to start opening up overseas offices. But yeah, we are global.
Cash register has run. Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to get a quick little scalp here. See what happens. It's about a 403.
Unless,
I mean, the price was right. It dropped.
but
I think I got it 22 cents. So we come down here and tap this up here real quick. What's that?
Bought a put?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
curious.
God,
Did
you
put or
confused
call?
me.
I'm not looking at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. You confused me. I was like, yeah, I did, right? I did buy one, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the 403 calls are 320. Yeah, about to put just for a quick little scalp here. It's already up a few pennies. See what I can get out. Let's see what kind of juice I can get out of this thing. Let me see. Better get over in positions. Yeah, it's already up 4 or 5 cents. Let me see here. Position. I got to get this ready too. Just a quick little scalp. Just a quickie. Because now,
Looking at the diamond shorts.
now that this dollar robust, but you can see, man, bulls were kicking it up from the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. It's right at the top of the daily range. Right at the top. And to be honest, this the last day of trading going in. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer, right? These traditional markets, they've been holding on by a thread, man. Dollar's got a lot of bull div on a lot of time frames. You know, a bounce here at some point. Is the dollar just disgusting? Yeah, man, it really is. It's embarrassing. I'd rather have the kwacha. Where's the African crypto warlord? Can you flip us into some kwacha, bro? We could use it.
Bro, have a look. I just realized something. Literally, it's winning today by 6%. So as these guys are going down, as these have red candles, so if you type in USD ZMW,
Right.
yeah, ZM, yeah.
What is it
You'll
again?
see that it's going down.
Yeah, it's USD. What is it?
Use Zulu, Mango, Witch.
Yeah, it just even sounds cool. What do you have? I have the Zambian kwacha. That's what I have. How do you like that? Holy shit!
yeah,
Damn. The African crypto warlord has macheted the US dollar. Let me see here.
I wish it was Kamala Harris. We just came over for a quick holiday and snappy snap of a picture placement she was a kid.
Right.
Put the top in.
Dun, 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 dun. Does anybody got the Rocky theme that they can play? We'll probably get a copyright strike.
Oh, wait. We don't want to get copyright strike.
Dun, 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 dun. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That is a perfect example of how you just ride the power mean band to glory. And then finally you just say, okay, had enough. Wham! No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's trending down now.
Looks bullish.
Technically, that's getting stronger. The US assets, I know it's going down, but the inverse of it would mean it's getting stronger. It's beating Dixie, or whatever. It's benefiting from the Dixie dump.
Well, you see here on the 5-day, bam, just what's it doing? Just come to right at the top of the power mean band right now on the 5-day.
So I love it. Like, you've been looking at Solana, right?
Oh, yeah.
So just imagine that's like your currency. 21 to 19 in 5 days.
Right.
Yeah.
So just imagine. Let's see here. What do we got?
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Oh, no.
I love that.
Or what you gonna do when they come for you?
So yeah, I'll just leave it off with it's actually been trending today. It's the first time I've seen it move,
right.
to be honest. Yeah, quite interesting. and where we left off, it will probably strengthen 6% against the dollar.
Yeah, you've got two different sets. You've got a couple different on the 5-day on the dollar here. I mean, you've got some more. You got some local some hidden bull, right? You got a lower low on the returns oscillator, higher low on the data set. It hasn't set though, right? We need a 5-day. Yeah, this thing's gonna have. It'll close Monday. I think so. Yep. So, but from back here, right? You got some bull div on the 5-day. All right, couple pops. Here was the last pop when it bounced off the zero mean, but just couldn't sustain itself above that wave trend, pulled back. So if this 5-day candle, even it say it pulls back up. Let me see here. If the dollar does get back up 102.6, 102.6. Let me see here. Yeah, on the 5-day, that's just would be barely approaching. Where's it at on the daily? Hold on here. Let me see. Are we to the downside? Yeah, we are. 102.6, 103.4. Yeah, this thing's got some work to do. There's a lot of bull div, man. A lot of bull div. I'm trying to tell people. This dollar's got a bounce coming. And it's trying hard. Hard. Let me see something. It's a market open. Anything getting just pounded? Oh, natural gas. Imagine that. Coinbase. Damn. Down 3.7%. There's probably a lot of people laying off today too. Let me see.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Especially after man.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see. This would be a perfect time too, because a lot of people probably as well. They're like, 4-day weekend, screw that. I want a 5-day weekend. They're already gone. So
it is a holiday, man.
Yeah, man. So
People.
perfect day for this dollar just to run a wedge right up everybody's tutu. At least, we've been trying to tell people, look, this thing is and I don't care what assets, right? I mean, everything's a little to the top side. There's a lot of things that are outside the power mean band. The returns are mean reverting as we speak. So the price action will follow. But that's why we have the returns oscillator and we know the correlation, right? And right now, here on the dollar, right, we got all these higher lows from this move right here. We bounce off the 33 power mean. But what does it do? It rejects the wick goes right to the top of the power mean band, right? And rejects. Pumps up again, rejects. It's just hanging out down here. 103.357. Now that 7. Let's see where that is. 103.5. Where are you? You're probably going to be at the first resistance level on the weekly. Close. 103.2. You're talking about third standard deviation on today's daily candle. And it's at the center of the monthly. I mean, it wouldn't shock me at all to see the dollar just explode. But do I think it's going to go that high today? I don't know, man. I don't know. You got this weekly level to contend with, because high probability this thing gets just stomped into the dirt right here if it makes it up to this weekly level. And that's the trend I was looking for, right? You drop as soon as you get this tight weekly level. The bottom of the dollar just fell out, right? Now it's heading right back up to it. You got to get far away from these levels. They are literally magnets for the price action. You see, we already got the minis, right? The minis are below the 68.3 Laplace. And, right, SPY tested, didn't it? Yeah, it got close enough. That was it right there. Let me see here. How close did that get? You know what? Nothing's really fully tested. Yeah, it was NASDAQ. That's right. NASDAQ tested the top side. And it's below it. And it is below. Got the first standard deviation on the daily right here. For NASDAQ minis, about 12,943. Pulling up from there. Well, probabilities, right? Probabilities. It's all about the probabilities. Yeah, Not seeing anything really. Tesla, though, you know, Tesla's on its way back down from its meteoric rise from 100 to whatever it got up to something like 215 or something. I can't remember exactly. That was a hell of a move. Same with Coinbase, right? Coinbase and Tesla. I mean, I was sitting here chirping on the stream. Probably good buys, right? Probably good buys when Coinbase was at $30 and Tesla was at 102, I think, whatever it was. Because those things both just went nukeville to the top side. We all know that. But now you're seeing the returns mean revert. Let me see here. We haven't looked at Tesla in a while too, so that'd be an interesting look. Check that out by the end here.
Yeah, it's down a little today.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, indeed. Let's pull up Solana, man. Is Solana gonna hold above the center of the monthly here? I mean, just having this weekly and this daily this tight. Do the markets? No, they're what do they close today? 4 still?
Yeah.
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 I wouldn't be a bit surprised. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see when this market close crypto go berserk. I mean, even BTC. BTC's got a fairly tight daily range. It really does. And it is trying for the love I got. It's trying to hang on to the bottom of the weekly here. Yep. The first daily support. But yeah, with this dollar in acting the way it is right now, I mean, it really wants to run up there. Does it happen today? Again, let's look at the RMLR. See what's happening over here. Put this Dixie on here. Let me scale this down a little bit so we get a little better look. There we go. There we go. This kind of makes sense. I mean, the whole thing is there was never like a massive drop where we were testing. Well, I mean, it was back here, but that was instant mean reversion, right? Pretty damn quick. But as far as this, look, I mean, we have this one, right? This daily candle on the dollar shot up to the 1 SD. I mean, perfectly. Wick right to it, pulled back. But you can see when you don't get these big moves, right? We're not having any wicks hitting like the 2 SD, 3 SD band. I mean, this thing is just riding inside, right? Riding inside the 1 SD bands. You've got the 30 power mean up here, 103.7. There's that area again, right? That was the 3 SD on the daily today. Yeah. Or actually, whoa. Is that where that was at? Because there's the 3 SD right there. Yeah, that's right. It was 103.2. It was the 99.7 Laplace. That's what's up there. Right on the pink dot right there. Man, that'd be lovely. You want to see a dump on the markets, have that dollar pump today up to that area. Goodness gracious. Thing would be flying around. Doge, you mean Doge? What are we talking about? Doge, you mean Twitter? Oh, I know. What's up with that? You go on to any Twitter and it flashes a little Doge. That's crazy, man. You gotta love Elon.
Yeah,
How does he get away? How does he get away with this shit, man? It blows my mind.
I mean, he's just using an unregulated icon of his company logo. He owns the company. Do whatever he wants.
Yeah, but we know what he's doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But look at the pullback. Look at the pullback on Doge. Did you take your profit on Doge? Probably not, because that's a cult in itself, right? They all right. the Dogelites. They always get really, really pumped up when that old coin starts moving. You can't even pry it out of their hands. Oh well, I'm kind of like that Bitcoin.
Yeah, there's a lot of silly nonsense. Like even I saw it even late yesterday. Like and Doge and this and Twitter, and people were like, doing the whole usual song and dance, singing praises to Elon as if somehow it's going to keep the pump going. Like, no, when it hits a volatility target, take your damn profits. It doesn't matter what the news was.
Right. God, I was looking at the dollar. Yeah, there we go. So you can see, got up around the 2 SD band. You know, there was the final shot across the bow on the dollar, right, around the 5-day. Sent a wick right to the 1SD on that 5-day candle, and then whoop. Is that a reversion back to the 11 length RMLR? Yeah. And that was a wick almost got to the 1SD right there. Almost got to it. So, and then again, now you got the 30 length power mean up here at about 106. Telling you what, the dollar runs 5 points. These markets are going to get crushed. It will get crushed if it's making its way back up here. Yeah, man. Next week will just be a bloodbath, probably. Which we got one coming, right? We got one coming. There's no doubt. There's just so many things that are outside that power mean band. That's why people probably wonder, man, this guy Blaney always sounds pretty confident. And then, you go back and look at streams, and then fast forward and see what the data sets have done. And everybody's like, oh, well, maybe he knows. It's like, I don't know shit. We've got great indicators.
We still got a rate tool.
Yeah, we got the right tools. And we know that returns mean revert. You take an average retail trader in crypto or anything and just even ask them what returns are. And most of them are just like, where it's pretty damn simple. It's the return on your investment. But people don't look at, people are like, well, what does that have anything to do with the markets? And it's like, oh God. Well, number one, price action follows the returns. This is the hardest thing for people to grasp. It was hard for all of us to grasp in the beginning. I mean, I heard a guy talking about it all the time, and I'm just like, what the hell? And so I don't want to sound stupid. So I'm just researching. What are returns? Everybody goes through the whole process, and you try to really get a grip on it. So you feel like you know what you're talking about. And then one day you're just like, God, this isn't as hard as I made it out to be. Your mind just, because you've been dealing with traditional TA pretty much your whole career. So coming from that, you want to complicate everything, because everything is complicated in traditional TA. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust the indicators. Your P&L is a likely shot just because of the one main reason. This is what wrecks a lot of traders, because they will hold on to bad positions just in the hope it's got to turn around, when all you got to do is look on the freaking chart and see where the power means are at, see where the RMLR is at, and know, oh, I should probably get out of this because it looks like the data set is following the returns to mean revert. And if it was happening right now and it's just like, oh, well, my liquidation point's in between here and there, you better get out of the trade. People get emotionally attached to this stuff, and you end up getting wrecked. And then you hear them crying, right? It's the same freaking thing with people that get scammed, right? I don't care if it's like in the traditional world or the crypto world. Everybody's always like, I got hacked. And it's like, no, your security sucks and you got scammed. What did you do? What link did you click? You're doing something, right? You let the vampire in. You invited him right in the front door. That's why I'd always blend. I'm the first one to call people out when they say anybody that knows me in all these other Discords, I'm always the first one to call somebody out. I'm right there when they're like, I got hacked, and they're all freaked out. I'm like, no, you got scammed. What you do, and they just go off the charts. They're just all mad. And finally they come to the realization, yeah, I did. It's like, yeah, of course you did. Especially in crypto, you got to know what it means to be your own bank. Do you know the security that these banks have in place? Can you imagine the attacks they get every day? Right, Yasha? I mean, God, dude, it's got to be just one after another. It's just a nonstop, just wham, 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 wham. Trying to get one stupid employee, right? It only takes one stupid employee to click a freaking link and get that malware installed into the freaking system, and then look out. Look out. Happens all the time.
Put it this way. A financial firm, just a specialist, and he's typed up an algorithm that just like runs the script, like all the processes he would do in order to make sure your website is safe. And he runs that script. It's something like for 45 minutes to an hour, you're paying him $500, and you have your website online for 24 hours. So you can add up that bill just to make sure that no one's penetrating, right?
Penetration.
And if they are, to track the whole process. Like that's the insurance you need. That's the kind of money flow you need. So just imagine when it comes down to like a home computer, like they didn't have to do anything to get there. So just be wary and know that there's people that make good money doing it.
You know what's
Yep.
fun? People
That's
are out
why
there drawing
for
lines on
VPN,
their charts.
if you just sitting around at home on the
Got
internet,
emojis.
better to have some level of security stuff.
Oh, nice. That's funny. I didn't realize that TradingView gave us emojis. Let's put a little
Yeah.
ghost up here. There we go. Brrr. Be scared. So on the daily on SPY, you got the top. This thing rocketed outside the power mean band. We got the top side at like 402 area. 402 area. Wave trend at about under 400, 398.85. Yep, 89. Boom, boom. Top side 402. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Is there bear div? Yeah. Look at the returns oscillator though, right? I mean, right when it crossed the zero mean, we got a few of these daily candles to the downside. But man, this has done nothing but set up hidden bull. And there's no correlation out here. If these were blue candles like this, I mean, look at the move to the top side, right? On the was there even div there? There wasn't. Yeah, there was hidden. Boom, of course. So if there were positively correlated candles behind this thing would already be at the top side. We'd already see this probably at 402 area, but it's not correlated. And that being said, and it's setting up hidden bull, this thing is coming down to test that area. Let's see. Let me see. And where is 402? 402 is probably the bottom of the weekly. Didn't we already do this? Yeah, 401.7. Yeah, 401.7. Interesting. Indeed. Go back over here. So that is on the daily. Let me see what this looks like on the weekly. Oh, good. Let's get rid of our little ghost. I was just having fun. Gotta have fun. Okay, so we are above the power mean band, but this thing, yeah, it's flipping right now. And we're the wave trends at a little bit under 400 though. A little bit under 400. This to me though, this looks like a launch pad. It really does. But it's just overcooked, man. This thing's got to something's got to give here. Got to pull back. Got to test these power mean bands. What the hell? I thought it was on the 5-day. I was on the weekly. This will give me a better read. Yeah, barely above it. What is it? Above 400 too. Because that's a magic number, right? That's a magic number. 400. Let's see here. You need div though up here. I mean, a little bit of hidden bear. That's it. Let's drop to 4 hour. See what this thing's doing. Yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
On the if you so if you sell, say you sell a call, right? Just call it 50 cents, and it moves in your direction, and it's 49, 48, 47, 40, whatever. Is that just a direct penny for penny relationship? Because as you get down to 1 penny,
well, for every like penny that moves, it's like $1 in the price, right? It's like $1. So on the index, for every penny that moves, you'll see $1 on your P&L, either loss or loss or gain.
Sure.
So what are you asking?
So, well, I guess so that's a limited potential trade, then, correct? Because you can only go down to 1 penny.
Yeah, you're only now that's if you're buying premium. So say you buy.
So if you bought it, but you can only make the 50 cents, the 49 cents, whatever.
That's if you sell.
Yeah, if you're short a call and you short a call at 50 cents, your maximum profit on that would be at 1 cent.
Let me see something real quick.
0.001.
Yeah, let me see.
The whole
here.
50 cents.
Yes.
That would be your max profit.
But on a call, if you purchase a call planning to go upside at 50 cents, you're unlimited.
Yeah, because if you're selling, you're counting on decay, right? If you're selling, the decay is working with you. So like right now, if you sold a 409 call for 20 cents, that's your max profit. Max profit, 20. Max loss, infinite. Here's the thing though. The buying power it would take to sell that 20-cent call, $8,133. Right? It's a lot. It's a lot of buying power. That's what selling's all about though. That's what it immediately does. And you have a max loss that's infinite. That's why when you're selling options, man, oh man, oh man, you just gotta be careful. You got to be careful. You got to know what you're doing.
I'm not planning on doing it. I would only look at it as the potential of deterioration if you're thinking it's going to deteriorate or whatever. But I've just had the question. I'm not going to do that. Not even.
Yeah, that's
no need.
For a max $20 profit. Yeah, man. Where it takes that much buying power. Yeah, kind of crazy. That's why intraday, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me to buy premium. To buy premium. But then you get out on these farther out expirations where, I mean, it's a no-brainer that options are made to sell. But it's like, are they made to sell on the 0 DTE? Not really, not in my opinion. But you get if you're entering like 45 to 60 days out, and you can get into some strangles, now it's going to be super expensive. Like here's another example. Let me put that up. Let's go out to, what was it, to May? Yeah, May is 43 days. So say I was going to throw a strangle. All right, short strangle. Let's go. Where are you? There you go. Boom. Because what you're going to want to do, like right now on that expiration, the expected move to the top side is 426, to the downside it's 387. So if you're going to throw a strangle on, it's a no-brainer. You definitely want to go a little outside the expected move. And what's a little bit outside the expected move? Up at 434 is the first standard deviation. So I would move up there, and then the put I'm going to drag down to. Whoa. Yeah, this thing's skewed to the call side. To be honest, I would probably only go to the expected move. So a 387. That trade right there is going to cost you $8,132, right? In buying power for a max profit of 491. So people would be like, well, why would anybody do that? Because there's a max loss is infinite. Right? This thing goes to the moon or drops to zero. Yeah, you're in. The reason is your percentage of your probability of profit is 69%. To get 50% of that profit, it's 88%. And when you've got those the call and the put you sold, especially at the top side, you're up by the first standard deviation. You're outside the expected move. The put's outside the expected move because it's at 3. Well, here, you know what? Let me move it down to 386. There we go. Didn't change hardly anything. Lost $5 in max profits, 475. Is because of that probability of getting 50% of the profit. It takes a lot of buying power, but the system's literally telling you that trade's golden. More times than not, it's golden. You know, and so then if you're in that trade, say you got in right now, 43 days out. So here in a few weeks, when you're 21 days out, then you're going to modify the position or take your profit. If I'm in any profit at all, I'm probably closing the trade, taking my $100, taking my $50. And people are like, how do you make money? Those are such little trades. It's like, yeah, that's how smart people build portfolios. You don't use leverage and think you're going to the moon immediately. No, I'm going to take this $100. I'm going to be a millionaire. I mean, people like that don't last. 1 in a million, right? I mean, it just doesn't happen. So you slowly build up your portfolio. You spread your risk, small sizes. That's all you got to do. This is just one trade out of maybe 100 that's in the portfolio. What if all of them are in profit $50? I mean, it's a numbers game, in my opinion. It's a numbers game. There's so many things to trade out there, but that's an example. But see, doing that. So here, let me review and send. Let's clear that order. So now let's say I want to do that, but I want it to be a defined risk trade. It's a butterfly. All right. So if I go into, let's do the same thing, and we'll do. Let's see. There we go. Short call butterfly. Bam. Let's see here. Let's move these wings up to the expected move. There we go. Where are you? Where are you? Let's see. We'll move that baby down to the expected move. There we go. So now, like on a butterfly, the buying power is only $1,400 for a max profit of $698. The probability of getting 50% of that profit is 72%. The probability of profit, and this is what a lot of people are doing in 0 DTE, like on SPY. They're throwing on butterflies, right? So like right now on today, let me go here real quick. Let's pack that up. It'd be nice if I could actually show this brokerage account. I don't want to go there. At least not yet. I got to figure out how to hide a bunch of stuff. So let me see here. If we were to throw on, it's boom, let's go. Short butterfly. We'll put this up above the first standard deviation and below the first standard deviation. So you would be buying then. This is the short call butterfly, right? So you would be buying 2 407 puts right at the money. And then you're going to sell a 410 on the top side, and you're going to sell a 402.5 on the bottom side. The buying power, $176 of buying power for a max profit of $273, right? Your probability of profit's 55%. Because it's an intraday butterfly, we're not even getting a 50% probability on it. But that's actually not a bad trade. Right, the risk reward's definitely there. It's a 2-to-1, 2-to-1. Because if it is a short, if you're selling, that's kind of what you're looking for. Not bad, not bad. And a lot of people are throwing on these butterflies intraday, which is at first I was like, this is crazy, but then I'm like, maybe not, maybe not crazy. You hear the Tasty Trade guys talk about it, and you're like, this kind of makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, Discord does suck. Discord sucks sometimes, but it's also if usually it has something to do with your internet speeds or something. Yeah, internet speeds. Because
but the Discord place to be for the voice chat. So
yep. We are here, my friends. Let me see.
But yeah, by all means, watch it on TV, watch it on YouTube. Click that like, click that rocket. I'm gonna keep being annoying about it until I see at least 10 rockets today on TradingView. I know it's a slow day, but I don't care. Every single one of us in the voice chat should be clicking that rocket at least once today.
Click the rocket icon.
Click it 3 times.
Tell them about it while I get coffee.
Yeah, I was just jokingly saying, if you hate us, click it 3 times. No, but seriously, I know it sounds silly and petty of me to bring it up, but because seriously, there's not that many streamers yet on TradingView, and we would absolutely love it if we could make this a channel that they show it to more people, so we can help more traders find a better way to trade. And you guys who are listening and certainly participating in the voice chat, which is fine too. But you hear other people who've come in here in the last year and really recently also, and you hear what they're saying about these tools. Like they're trading with these tools, and it has changed their trading game completely, their trading outlook. So we do this for that purpose, man. So if you appreciate what we're doing, I beseech you to go into that TradingView stream today and click that rocket icon. And apart from that, if you're listening to this on TradingView or YouTube or Twitch or whatever for the first time and you're new to us, we are offering VEPS information tools right here that we've built for our trading community. We use them ourselves. That's why we built them. We offer them to our community, and you are welcome to try them out even for free. Come on in. You can try yourself a free 2-week trial of our trading tools. Just come on in and open up a request support ticket, and we'll help hook you up. You just need to post your TradingView username, and we'll get you started, and you can start learning on this path to trading with volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics, which are really all based on the highly relevant tradable maths that actual high-frequency trading bots use at the big firms like Citadel and all the big bot shops like DE Shaw, etc. So if you've heard of those names and you think, wait, why are you mentioning those kind of huge firms dealing with retail trading? There's a reason we use the same kind of math that the big firms use. It's because we don't want to be on the losing side of the trade, and we know very well that they push the horrible technical analysis tools downstream to people who don't have a clue or don't know any better. And we would like to see less people getting wrecked by using bad information and more people winning more trades by using good information and knowing how to read it and how to take action about it. So, yeah.
And what happens when you pre-market gap down to a 3SD band? You mean revert immediately. So, and gotten this on the 15-minute too. All right, this is on the 15-minute. Always a good way in the morning. Look at your RMLRs, all right? See where the hell the gap up or the gap down. Where did this thing go? Well, we got a little data feed error here too. What are you doing? What are you doing, you little bullish wick? I'm just out here hanging out. Got a little woody. Look at it, packing some heat, man. we got some woody going up to a 95.4 Laplace. Goodness gracious, blushing. Yeah. Goodness gracious, this is a family friendly stream. Let's see here. So yeah, now trying to find some support here on the power mean. Wow, let's see what happens here. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens.
By the way, on looking at Bitcoin right now, but if you do get back to it, you take the RMLRs on Bitcoin.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right now.
There's gonna be a bunch of intersects tomorrow on the 4 hour. It's crazy. Lining up to be fun.
Holy Wick City on Bitcoin. We got wicks galore.
Yeah, dude. And it's been making that nice move since the last intersect a few candles ago.
Boy, oh boy. Look at this. And just this 4 hour candle on Bitcoin on that dump. Not only did it go right to the current candle, 99.7 Laplace. For all you people out there, like the goofy in the chat the other day, making fun of Laplace distribution, I'm just laughing going, man, this guy, what a riot. Literally sitting there making fun of one of the greatest mathematicians ever. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That wick goes right to the 99.7, not the third standard deviation band. There's a little pink dot right there. Right, that is the 99.7 Laplace. It hammered, that wick hammered that and the third standard deviation band. Where did it pull back up inside? Right, definitely second standard deviation. Almost got back inside the first.
The deviation band of both RMLRs, by the way, 1110 and 3012, like right on it. It's crazy. It's a triple.
Got the triple Indy going, man.
Yeah, dude.
What are we doing here now? We're talking BTC, right? 4 hour? Let me see here. Where's the 30 up above? No, is that the 7? Give me a second.
Yep, the 4 hour.
That's the 11. Yep, 11.
It hammered it right on. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're getting these 1SD moves, these wicks coming down to the 1SD on Bitcoin. Things bouncing. What is actually literally blowing up? Oh, yeah. Yasha throwing them rocket icons like a champ, aren't you? How do you do that? How the hell do you do that? Where am I not seeing this?
You know, the little face next to the phone icon down at the bottom of the streamer window on Discord.
Oh, boy. I have no idea. I'm a noob. How do you do that? I've got see, I can do it too. I love it. Love your profile pic. Got a nice little punk there. Beautiful, Porsche. Beautiful. Can't go wrong with a punk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. With the market closing tomorrow, I just it's a weird feeling. I don't know what to do. There's the daily. What's happening here? Oh, Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, this thing literally mean reverted twice going sideways, at least for the 11 length RMLR. I mean, it's crazy, right? And that's what usually happens. That's why when you're back here, you could already see the future projection where it was at. It was probably kind of a no-brainer this was going to happen. I didn't look at it, or I probably did, just don't remember. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. So does, I'm telling you, man. That's why we tell people all the time, take your profits. Kind of a no-brainer. Gotta take your profits, for crying out loud. Especially on a move like this from Bitcoin. If people are just sitting in longs, I mean, it's why? Why would you take the chance of BTC having one of those volatile moves? Listen, if you're listening out there, if you're watching the stream on TV, if you're watching the recorded version on any of these streaming platforms, I would be taking my profit, right? Why would you take that chance with volatility low on the 4 hour and the daily? What if that volatility expands and Bitcoin drops down to 25K? There goes half your profit. Could happen when you're at work. Why? Because you're swing trading. You're in some long trade so you can show all your buddies on whatever Discord. Look, I'm in a 2,000% move. It's like, yeah, dumbass. What? How over leveraged are you? I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. Freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. And what are your realized gains?
Yes. They always say, "Oh, I'm in profit." It's like, no. Yeah, you're up on your trade. You haven't taken your profit, so quit saying that you're in profit because you're not. Let me know when you take that profit, and then we can talk. And congratulations if you do take it. Congratulations on a BTC move like this, right? I mean, there's so many different profit taking points here, right? Because we're not in this long trade, right? It's intraday every freaking day at different levels. You're taking profits. There's probably a lot of shorts within that, but people are just sitting in the trade, right? That's why we trade intraday, low time frame, volatility. There's a lot more move, a lot more dynamic, like the dollar right now, throwing shade. Goodness gracious. Had the pre-market pump and then a quick pullback right to this 4 hour bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. Well, it also, not only did it hit up here at the top of the, that's the first resistance level on the daily, it was also the first standard deviation on the 4 hour candle. Probability driven, once again, immediately pulls back inside the 68.3 Laplace. You get a move like that, boom, boom, and boom, go over to SPY, literally. And here is SPY, although I was talking about dollar, my bad. Go to the dollar on the 15 minute. Yeah, this will be good. Do I need to say anything else? There you go. There's the dollar on the 15 minute. Right? Here is a half hour before, or an hour before the market open. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Here's market open right here. So pre-market for 45 minutes, the thing ran up. Right? Yes. But look, you're up here at the 2 SD band. Now, mean reversion. Wham! Right back to it. This is actually some strong support here too. And it's bouncing right off of it again. This thing could run again to the top side. But then again, there's probabilities of the downside. Look at the deviation levels. Right? Look at the current candle deviation levels. Laplace and normal. But yeah, that's a good example right there. Like on this candle, boom, you get a dump down. Where to? To the dollar. Second standard deviation normal distribution. Where does it pull back up inside? There's the first, right? It pulled up inside the 68.3 Laplace and then ran, right? That previous 45 minutes for market open and immediately pulled back and mean reverted. Crazy.
You know, it's also a great example because it shows you how to use the RMLR, even just the data that's on your screen right there or on that screen. You can see it right there, clear as day.
Yeah, man.
Like, what's that RMLR telling you, right? It's even if you don't see the future one, right? Even if you just look at it as it is, you know, it's showing you that the returns are leading the way and that the price action is just following the returns, right? And it's constantly zigzagging around the mean and the reverse mean, constantly. It does not stop, right? So something to keep in mind when you're figuring out, like, how do I use the RMLR to trade? Because, like, yes, it's a drill into the future, but if you don't know how to read it, it doesn't do you much good. But if you do know how to read it, it's extremely powerful, especially when you have the UPM. You got your power mean set up. You have even a projection boss if you want, or whatever on there. I mean, it's extremely powerful to know what are the probabilities between here and whatever future candle you're targeting your standard deviation moves to go through to take your profits, or your Laplace distribution moves to take your profits, whatever it is. You can see the probabilities right there of it happening. And that is an easy way to not get sucked into a bad trade, because if it's going the wrong way against you, you get out. You see what the probabilities are in the other direction, just as easily as you can see what they are in your direction. So why be in a bad trade? Get out of the bad trade. Just wait for the next occurrence of opportunity to come along and take that trade in the direction that you're actually placing your trade in. So yeah, that's why I love these tools, man. RMLR is a piece of work, man. That and UPM and probability, projection bosses. Those things they are literally very powerful future tells on what is likely to happen with returns and the price action that follows.
What time frame is that chart on?
15 minutes.
Oh, my bad.
The one you're showing right now.
It's either 10 or 15 minutes.
This is 15. That's what you're talking about, yeah. Sorry, I was reading something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like, we just showed with the dollar, right? The pre-market, SPY dumps down, 3 SD band, whoop, mean reverts, right? At least to the 30 power mean. And, boy, it tried to stay above, man. It's trying to drop off right now. And we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. There's a little contention. Let me see here. Hey, dude, are you going to move for me? Come on. Come on, Trading View. Oh, get me all excited. Come on, man. Move up. There we go. Well, this thing is lag. Talk about lagging. Trading View, you lag. It's okay, though. It's all good. All good. We're back. We are back. I just saw a funny gif that we are back. Itches. Pretty funny stuff. Let me check this 33-minute time frame out. See what this did. Where'd this wick go? Where'd you go, wick? To the 1 SD? Yeah, this thing's trying to hold on. Trying. Trying is the key word. Everything's a little cooked. Everything is a little cooked. And when you start rejecting off the wave trend, we all know what happens. But eventually you do get outside the power mean band again. That's why when these things are tight and you get little quick moves, man, they pull back up quick. Let's see here. And what time frame was that on where that wave trend was getting ready to cross the fissure? Was that 5 day? Let me see something here. No. Is it daily? Ooh, you got wave trend crossing up 33, man. This is going to be, yeah, that's right at 400, man. Either beginning of next week. I doubt it's going to happen today. I doubt that something that low down towards the 400 area would happen today. I mean, top of the power mean band, we just looked at it. It's at 402. But when you start to get that wave trend crossing back up that power mean, I mean, look at the last time it happened. Right? Wham. Wave trend crossed right here. You get a quick test of that cross and then whoop, zippity doo dah, zippity yay. Like I said, man, this thing is freaking being a resilient little data set. No correlation on the returns oscillator down move, and that thing dipped hard, right? There's no correlation though, or that you would already see the data set down there around 400. Yeah, it's just not correlated. So the returns are mean reverting. All right, price action's like, yeah, not yet. We'll get to that later. Sometimes it happens that way too. Sometimes it happens that way, especially if all this bear div that popped. Amazing, it didn't drop any farther. But yeah, these bulls are going to try to push this thing. There's no doubt. They don't want to go into the week. They don't want to go into this weekend on a down note. That's for sure. So the bears are going to have to come out. Problem is the dollar's weak. Dollar weak as hell.
Dude, you know that chart you just had up?
Yep.
Where you have the Z-score? You put that back up for just 1 second? Yeah, that. So earlier today, somebody in the Discord asked, they saw something that looked like bear div using the Z-score. They asked, is this bear div? The thing is, you can use that Z-score indicator for divergence, right? Technically, but it's not our primary divergence tool.
Nope.
And the reason for that is we have a returns oscillator that is way better at catching more divergence moves, more of them, more consistently, and they're faster trades, so you can get in and get out with profit as opposed to having to wait a very long time. Because if you look at the Z-score indicator at the time, right, what's it doing? What is the Z-score? It's telling you how many standard deviations the returns are from the mean, right? And so it's basically telling you this is where price action is going, and you're seeing it's very directional. So it's not always it's not a primary divergence indicator, at least not in my book, right? Because it's too close to the moves of the price action. What I'm looking for with divergence is divergence.
Yes.
That's why our returns oscillator shows us much more, and our entropy oscillator and even our alpha laser returns, they all show us way more divergence moves on a more consistent basis that you can actually get in and get out of. So if you are going to use Z-score for determining the divergence, which again is not impossible, but just remember it's not a primary divergence tool, and you may lose a large number of opportunities of occurrences of opportunity that you could have had if you used our divergence tool, which is the returns oscillator, and then the other ones as well, entropy oscillator and alpha laser returns. So I just want to mention that on the stream for whoever might be watching this. I'd be wondering, can I look at divergence on the Z-score? Technically, yes, but it's not what I would recommend you do with the Z-score. You should learn to use the Z-score with the coefficient of variance, and you should learn, basically Z-score works very nicely in tandem with the variance indicator.
100%. Here's a good example too. It's like, right, you have this outlier.
Oh,
you have this outlier right here. Why did it stop? Look at the Z-score. Z-score is outside the 99% confidence interval. Did that halt? Yeah, man, it did big time. And when you have an outlier on the Z-score, right back to the downside. But that's where you can, just like this outlier to the downside, right? Boom, it starts to hit these confidence intervals. And the reverse Fisher. Kind of a no-brainer. This was the bottom right here, right? Kind of a no-brainer. Was it? Yeah. Went sideways a little bit. Literally, a little bit is about 2.5 weeks. So people are just like, oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Because there was definitely some fluctuation going on here. I mean, it's not like this is small percentage daily candles. But yeah, it was just hanging out, right? Not only did it get below the power mean band, found support on the reverse Fisher, and then immediately goes right back up to wave trend, goes up to the top side, back down. That's why this is so powerful. Right, you know where it's at compared to the power mean band, the reverse Fisher, reverse wave trend. If you don't know where these areas are at, you're definitely lost. I mean, you can use all the moving averages that you want, exponential and simple, but you're using lagging indicators to try to get a range, because that's what most people are doing with those, right? Where's the 50? Where's the 20? Where's the good old yellow 21? Where's that thing at? Where's the 200? Because that 200 is going to support price action. That is the bottom. Yeah, how many times have those things just got broke through? A lot. And then you come over on our charts and we'll show you exactly why that moving average got busted. Because returns were mean reverting. And then we'll show you where the wick went or the candle closed. Where when people are using those moving averages and you get wicks and just data sets that go outside these areas, you're like, well, I wonder where that went to. Why was that the bottom and not the 200? Well, because it's a lagging indicator. It's worthless. Throw log MAs on. See the difference, right? Oh, you don't have a log MA? We do. We got them. It's all we use. All we use. You will never see exponential or simple moving average on anything, right? Nothing. This is Volatility, Entropy, Probability, and Statistics 101. Oh, boy, I got to test some stuff today. Damn. Getting ready. This mint's getting ready to launch. Catalina, the Nakamoto whales. Inscribing on the Bitcoin blockchain. How much fun. How much fun. All right. Make Bitcoin great again. All the layer 2 stuff, the ordinals. Yeah. Look at it's cheap. Start a small account when looking at options. Stuff like the indexes, man. SPY, IWM. IWM's a good one. And if you're just starting options, I highly recommend doing defined risk trades like an iron condor, right? Like verticals. And you can easily Google that kind. There's a lot of options information. That's why, options, YouTube, good. I mean, a lot of people are talking about the same strategies. People have different takes on them. But that's what I go down the options rabbit hole, and it's just it's endless. But yeah, definitely start with, and that's another thing. So you can get into other assets by using defined risk trades, where it's not going to take a lot of your buying power. But yeah, that's what, like IWM, SPY. I mean, P-Funk likes the minis. I mean, there's a lot of different ones. Because yeah, if you're just learning, yeah, for sure. And iron condors are great. They really are, especially when you know where the probabilities are. So I can go to Tasty Trade. That's my brokerage, and I can see where they have the expected move, where they have the first and second standard deviations. They even have a curve tool, right, that will literally show the distribution, right? Because a lot of people, you get confused. So you put it in curve form, you're like, oh, there's that bell curve I'm used to seeing. But it's all about the probabilities. That's why you're trying to range bound that data set. And when you're doing an iron condor, it's not like a strangle where you gotta now obviously if one of your sides are getting tested, you can roll your strikes. Right? You can, and it literally is what you can do. You can, the untested side, to get more credit, you can roll those up. If the top side's getting tested, you can roll up the bottom side. And rolling strikes, expirations, that is just like a whole nother. I mean, I've been studying options now for about probably 3 years, and I'm a total noob still. It's like, no. I know people have been trading them 2 decades that are still learning. You're never going to stop learning in options, right? You're never going to stop your positions getting tested. That's the biggest thing, is understanding the risk. That's why I love defined risk trades. You already know the risk going in, right? That's the same thing with like intraday or the zero DTE, like SPY options, right? In my opinion, buying premium is the way to go. And you already know the risk. You're not going to lose. So say I buy 5 lots of like right now, I go in and I buy 5 lots of the 400 puts at 3 cents, right? That's only $15 that I could possibly lose, right? $3 a lot. You're only going to lose that premium. Unlike, what if I were to sell them? Oh my God, right? So let's say I sell 403s. Let me see here. Just selling one. Yeah, that ain't gonna do that. Hold on here. Let me get into this a little deeper. Let me clear that. Hold on. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that one. There we go. So let's see. Like say I'm bearish today, right? So you're going to sell a call. So first thing I'm going to do is I would go over on the VRE SPY, that tight daily range, right? So you're up here at about 407. So say I was going to go sell the 407 right now. It's $1.11. I'm going to sell one. $288 in buying power for a max profit of 113. Here's the problem. What do you think the max loss is on something like that? It's $40,000. But that's if it goes to zero, right? Is it going to go to zero? No. It's not going to go to zero intraday. If it did, we have got a major problem. The last thing you're going to be thinking about is looking at charts, because if SPY went to zero today, there's a much bigger problem. Much bigger problem. But yeah, that's why I buy premium intraday for sure. You know the risk going in. And then on farther out expirations, getting into positions, that's where definitely butterflies, iron condors. It doesn't take as much buying power. Human sin. Yeah, that's like, oh, sir, you don't have enough in your account. Yeah, no shit. That's an expensive freaking trade right there. Let me see something. All right, back to business. I haven't seen. Does anybody want to? Let me see here. Very cool of the content as well as tasty. Yeah, man. Tasty's great. You're very welcome, man. Yeah, Tasty Trade. Those guys, they've literally been doing it for 4 decades. I mean, Tom and Tony were on the floor at one point. I mean, they're that old where they remember where there was actually a trading floor, right? People go and take pictures all the time now. It's like a liminal space or something, right, Yasha? I mean, there's just nobody there. There's nobody on the floor. Everybody's on their laptop, right? They're at home. They're chilling. You don't have to be on the floor anymore. So it's just an empty space. Pretty nuts. I'd like to go there. We should go there. Get some alpha trading content. That'd be a blast. All right, that's where where's the meetup? On the floor. We're going to go to the New York Stock Exchange and see what's going on. You walk in, it's a ghost town. They were talking about the CBOE too in Chicago. They're like, there is nobody there. Everybody's gone. I think Tom was telling a story. You know? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
P-Funk, he probably used to roam those halls.
I did. I was a runner down on the New York Stock Exchange.
Nice, brother.
1987.
Nice.
It's all gone. All those jobs are gone.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. You should be able to come right out of high school and become a runner and go forward. You can't do that shit anymore, man. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
All gone.
Yeah.
Even that whole area is desolate. Look at Chicago. You know that area of Chicago.
Yep. Same thing. Ghost towns. The algos are running show now.
You just go upstairs in the offices and sit out at HFC, right? Or high frequency there, and you're good to go.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Bingo on steroids.
Bingo on steroids. Totally, man.
I'll put it in.
Yep.
I'll let it.
Let's see. Yeah, is there anybody that wants to look at anything? Any assets? Doesn't matter what it is. You know what? Gold pulled back a little bit. Not really. Gold is definitely going to try to stay above 2K now. We'll see what happens. You know what let's do? Let's pop gold on here. Let me put it where Tesla is. Yeah. Tricking everybody. Here, buy my electric car. How do you charge him, Elon? How do you charge those electric cars? Just tell me. Dude, where the hell was I going? God, I just got thrown off. Oh, yeah, gold. Start talking about Elon. There we go. Futures? Yeah. I want futures. Let's see what this monthly is. Ooh, tight daily. Yeah, look at it immediately. It rejects off that tight daily range. Rejected perfectly off the daily range. Here, let's, hold on here. Boop. There it is. Now, set on dollar. Yeah, we're going to go to gold futures so everybody can see what I'm talking about. Let's see. Look, right at the end of the day, the bears push that sucker down. Why? Because they know where this area is going to be, right? They know that's going to be a resistance area. Was it? Sure was. Rejected first. Where to? A wick right to the first support level on the daily. Does this indicator work? I don't know. Maybe sometimes. No, it works all the time. Then what's it do? It bounces off that first support level and goes where? Right to the center of the daily again. 2 wicks. Perfect touch. Bam. Bam. And then it rejects. And look at this quick little clear out. Where to? Right back to the daily. Then it dumps out to where? It doesn't close a candle below the first standard deviation. Does not close a candle. And this is going to be some good support down here anyway. For what? The weekly volatility range. Has it been tested? Definitely. Probably ran right through it. Yep, there it is. Let's see where that bounced that day. Come on. There you go. Well, first standard deviation. That's where it bounced. So, and is that when we got the new weekly? Let me see. Come on. Trading View, you are cucking me. Yep. So that was Monday. Immediately on Monday goes down. Look, first candle. Zip to do what? Test the weekly. Test the weekly volatility range. Right? And at the same time, it got stuck below the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Rejects off it and does what? Comes down and bounces off the first standard deviation, normal distribution. And that whole day did nothing but run. Went right through the daily range. Look right before the close, the last 2 4-hour candles, right here, you were rejecting off the 68.3, or that's actually 95.4 Laplace, my bad. Here was the 68.3, boom, first standard deviation, 95.4 Laplace, 2 SD. Rejected off it, right back down to the top side of the 68.3 Laplace on the daily, went sideways the rest of the day. See how it's progressed, right? Whoop! Then you get a massive pump there, where? Off of the daily range. Jesus, Trading View, man, you're killing me, dude. It's got a mind of its own. That's all I can say about that. Where the hell was that move? I'm literally going this way. The charts are going the other way. Here it is. So you bounce off the top of the daily. Vroom, where? What level is this right here? That was the second resistance level on the weekly. Gonna have trouble getting above that. Dollar knew it. Pulled back. And we got today. The rejections off the daily range. Now it's bouncing off the 1 SD. With that tight of a range, you could be running right back up here. You could see gold at right back up at 20-30 area. Another $5. Another $5 on gold. You see silver at 20. Let's look. Silver futures. Silver futures. Probably going to look just like gold. Wow, look at the tight range on silver. Jeez. Yeah, it ran right down to the 1 SD almost as well. That's a lot tighter. Holy crap, man. Holy crap, holy. Literally ranging in between these two resistance levels on the weekly. How tight of a weekly range does silver have? Oh, it looks big. Yeah, big range. Well, not really. It's just expanded. Let's pull this down a little bit. What do you got, about 20 cents? Yeah, about 18 cents. Silver's boring. Gold looked a lot more, having a little more fun with gold, weren't we? Silver's boring. All the shiny metals. What are we doing? We're stacking shiny rocks. No thanks. I'll stack sats. Give me, which indicator is the volatility range line? The VRE. The VRE. And that'll populate. Here. This is what the VRE looks like without the overlays of normal and Laplace distribution. Bam. So this is going to be the VRE. Drag this in a little bit. Bam. And it's going to have daily, weekly, and monthly ranges, right? So the dailies are just in line form. Weeklies are in dots. Monthly are in cross. That's how that works. And that is that the chart I shared? Isn't that the one I shared already? I think so. If you scroll up in the Discord to, what's it called again? Our Discord's so massive. Yeah, Trading Strats and Tools, free trial charts. Let me click on this real quick. See if that is definitely the one. Pretty sure I shared it already. No, I shared the RMLR one. Okay, no problem. I got to get that one shared. So if you're looking for the RMLR, right, this chart, it's already saved. If you do have the free trial, you should be able to populate it. But then when you populate it, up here in the corner, it's going to say copy. You just hit on copy. It'll open up a new window. It'll give you ability to name it and save it. So you'll always have that chart. Why you'll have the free trial? Because at 2 weeks, TradingView is automatically going to cut that umbilical cord to the free trial, right? But we figured 2 weeks was enough, right? And this is why I said yesterday, if you're just coming into the Discord, you're probably going to want to watch for a week or two, get the lingo down, watch what we do with these, and then get the free trial once you got it down. I would recommend not getting the free trial and then starting to learn the basics from there. Okay, well, now I got the free trial. Well, what is this Z-score thing? What is this? If you watch for a couple weeks, you'll already know, right? You'll already know. Get rid of that. Boom. Back to business. Back to the business. Back to the VRE.
Yeah, plus if you talk tutorial videos, you got tons of tutorial videos that do stuff like volatility indicators, how to use correlation, how to read the RMLR, all that stuff. So by the time you actually try either the free trial or you ask for our free access indicators like the ALR, stuff like that. But if you try the free trial, after you watch the tutorial videos and you go through the stuff in the public channels, you'll already know, like Bilbo said.
Let's reload this baby. Get my stuff back. But yeah, it's a great indicator. And there's been other people out there creating indicators like that. They're just not using them right. Right? That's the trick here. That's the main key. And we're not even going to talk about that anymore because they have mislabeled it probably since the beginning of time, since the beginning of trading, right? That's because traders don't understand volatility. Just like TradingView doesn't understand how powerful our charts are. I mean, really, come on, baby. Come on. Populate for daddy. There you go. Oh, thank you very much. Took a minute.
You are going to share this one though, right?
Yes. Yep.
At some point.
100%.
Chart here.
100%. And it's
this is just a VRE H split. This is just an H split VRE.
Yeah. Yep. But I need to upgrade because we have like multi-time frame that you can see. I got 2 normals up here, 1 4-hour, 1 daily. It's because I'm not using them. Or did we do the upgrade on the normal? Or was it? I think the Laplace one, I only have 1 loaded because it has multi-time frame. You can literally populate 2 different time frames. So I got the 4-hour and the daily. Is Donnie in here right now? Yep. Did we upgrade the normal?
Yeah.
Into that, I'll load 2 different ones because that is an older one.
Yeah, no, you can definitely put you can use HTF and show the different time frame on there, and you can show a current time frame.
Okay, I just need to do it. I get sidetracked. Plus, it's nonstop, man. Always putting out new indicators and stuff. It's a pretty fun ride we've had. It's actually about time for Van to pop in with something, right? Haven't heard a peep out of him. That's how Van is, though.
Saw a thumbs up from him.
What's that?
I saw a thumbs up from him yesterday. Sorry, I'm doing something here medically.
Yeah, you're fine. Oh, nice. I need to do something too as well medically. Let me see. Okay. Now let me go back to.
I just saw him give a thumbs up yesterday. Question I asked. That's all.
Beautiful. Yeah. Just letting us know I'm still here. You're like, sweet, bro. We like it. Go back in the voice. Make sure nobody asks anything. Today we're checking his volatile. Yep, that's it. Okay. Now, crypto wise, let's see why too. Let me pop on our little friend. Okay. Where are you at? Tesla. Boom. Now we're going to throw up Elon's little coin here. Let's see. You know what? I should have left that single so I can really get a peek at it. There we go. Now let me throw Doge on. Let's see what's up here. So here was the run to the top up there. What did it get to? Back to a dime. Let's see. Where is that weekly range? Show us, Doge. Well, I'll tell you what, man. TradingView, it gets so old. Spread this out a little bit. I mean, this thing is straight moving like molasses. There we go. There's a tight weekly. Let's see now.
The last three.
Come on. There it is right there. What did it pump off of? Weekly volatility range, man. So you open up the new week on Doge. It literally drops down the first standard deviation. First effort to get above the weekly, right? Pulls back down inside. And everybody's going to be like, Elon. It was Elon. It was Elon. Okay. Well, let's see what the VEPS say about that, shall we? Let's see what the VEPS say about that. Let's go back to 4 hour. Well,
Exactly. Look at that T-score. Look at that variance, Elon.
Okay.
Sure.
See all the lower lows here? See all the lower lows here? Let me see something. Hold on. Boom, boom, boom. From this spot right here. I mean, you get a bounce off bull div right off the top of the zero mean. Variance outlier. See, the fissures were all turning up. I'd love to see exactly when. Let me look on the daily. Yeah, man. Let's see.
Yeah, dude.
You know what? Yeah, there was just a lot. There was all kinds of different bull divs, hidden bull divs on this run up. No doubt about it. A lot. Let me look.
Yep.
Doge been around a while.
Not the first time that a move on a coin has been attributed to him when there was all kinds of other information before that saying, no, this is going this way, or this is going to make a move.
Let alone God, I'd like to say that. I mean, it was weak bull, but it was there, man. There was definitely, you definitely got bull div on the weekly. All the fissures were turning up. And everybody's going to be like,
look at the DLP.
Yeah.
Going to pump.
It was already moving. It was already moving.
Yep.
Already moving, man.
Look at the volatility. Look where the volatility was. Correlation was at 0.
Yeah.
Volatility was fully contracted.
Then you got the 2 day.
Nothing to do but expand. Correlation had nothing to do but go one way or the other. So it was either crash, boom, bang, or it was going to go up, up high. Well, it went up high.
And from this 2-day candle right down the bottom of the set, you got a higher low right here. Well, look at the returns oscillator, lower low, right? Setting up hidden bull div. This is when everybody's like, "Oh, Elon pumped Doge," well, or was it already playing out 2-day bull div or hidden bull div? It's ridiculous, man. And he's a smart guy. Shit, who knows? Yeah. Maybe he is Satoshi.
Yeah, maybe he's using that. Maybe he's one of you guys quietly lurking in the background.
I knew that's who Django Spooks was.
Yeah, man.
Freaking Satoshi.
He uses a voice
God.
Different.
Crazy. Fun. What you doing there, Django? Let me blow that up, see what you got working here. What are you asking? Shouldn't touch the VRE? I mean Doge? That weekly down there? Is that what that is? Yeah, I can't tell what that is, though, to be honest. It looks like a weekly range. You just got it too tight. It's all together. But yeah, that's the thing. You can probably... So, depending on what time frame that's on. Yeah, I don't know what you got going on with that chart right there. I'd have to look. Oh, those are the three... Those are the three. What time frame you on? That's a 5-minute on the VRE. You're just showing that is the top. Yeah, man. Is that the top of the weekly? I think that's what he's showing right there. Let's go back. That's exactly what he's showing. Good call. Because I did not say that, right? So here's the weekly volatility range. First resistance level. Second resistance level. Come on. Third resistance level. Right? Django! You smart. So, very, very low probability Doge was going to close up here above a dime. Just for that reason, right? You would be outside the weekly volatility range. Doge had its pump. Cool off. Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Finding support on the daily 1SD. Don't be surprised. This market pumps this weekend. You might see Doge back at a dime, but it's not going to close outside here. If it does, it won't be by much. right? Most assets are not going to do that. That's why this thing populates these ranges. You talk about an indicator that gives you real ranges, right? That's not lagging. There you go, man. Here you go. And then you overlay the deviation levels, 4 hour and daily. It's when you get efficient with this indicator, man, it's a whole nother ball game. Everybody that uses it knows. And it's just, it's just another part of the alpha trading system, right? Where this could be a standalone indicator if you really knew how to use this. You learned how to use all this together. It's game on, man. Game freaking on. And look at SPY right here, on the 33 minute. That wick went right to the RMLR and pulled up hard. Pulled right back up hard. But this is kind of a no-brainer, right? Kind of a no-brainer. That was quick, right? That trade I was in earlier, it was like $12 or something. Boom. I just want to get a little skin in the game. Now let this thing cool off. Durabit. Why you let Uncle Sam get in your drawers? Huh? All these exchanges. Uncle Sam's got a long arm, doesn't it? The long arm of the law. Incredible. Crypto made the biggest mistake ever, right? They let these regulators in. Cryptocurrency is decentralized. Why in the hell does everybody flock to centralized exchanges? Do you realize what you're doing? No, you don't. At all. Crypto needs to stay decentralized. They can't do shit. What can they do? They can regulate the on-ramps, right? Because we got to be able to turn the US dollar into cryptocurrency somehow. And you're only going to do that on exchanges that you get verified on, right? That you get verified on. And then Uncle Sam knows what you're doing. The gig is up. That's why. A lot of the people that have been in Bitcoin for a long time, before any of this happened, dude, they're in the shadows, man. They're trading decentralized. 100%, right? They're not cashing out. They're just stacking sats for that day. That day will come too. That day will come where you can walk in the grocery store and you're sliding your card and you're paying for shit in Bitcoin. But are you? Or is Bitcoin really a store of value? That's what it's created for. That's why it's slow. It's the most secure blockchain out there. It's going to take a while to get transactions. But people are like, well, that's where layer 2 comes in, like lightning. I fully agree. But wouldn't you rather be using something else as an actual spendable currency than Bitcoin? That's like going in right now and taking a bar of gold in the grocery store, even though I cannot stand that as a store of value. Taking gold in right now, dude, can I use this? No. You got any dollars? I mean, pretty nuts. Bitcoin is the future. So I'm trying to tell a lot of young people that I'm around. I'm like, you guys, here in about 10 years, you're going to be like, remember that old boomer was telling us to buy Bitcoin? God, I wish I would have listened. It's like, yeah, no shit. You think? Even though, is it a good thing? It is what it is. We're all just flowing with it, right? They want to know what everybody's doing with their money. What a better way, right? That's why people are like, oh, the governments are against crypto. If that's what you really think, you're missing the whole freaking... They're pulling the wool over your eyes. That's right. They look at us like we're all just sheep. And most people are very sheep. They act very sheepily. Is that even a word? Sounds like a fucking tank pulling up the street. It's fun living in the boonies where it's just quiet. All you hear is birds. You can just hear things coming from miles away. Time is it? Yeah, it's time to wrap this up. And yeah, Django, you just pull that up. I'm waiting. 46, 5. You can always, yeah, we can. Yeah, we can take that into the right.
Check whatever in the text chat of the plentiful and amazing.
Plentiful. And if we do get a move this weekend on crypto, we'll do another Saturday stream. Last week's went well. We got a lot of views on it. So yeah, keep that in mind that we will be doing a stream if crypto makes a move. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised at all now because the volatility is low, like I said. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. volatility on the daily, volatility on the 3-day. What about 2-day? 2-day, daily really, daily low, 4-hour low. I mean, right? Volatility's low all over the place. There's a move coming. And when I say if crypto makes a move, I'm not saying crypto's making a move to the top side. I'm not saying crypto's making a move to the downside. I'm telling you that when this volatility expands, the correlation, the break in correlation, whatever happens, that's going to determine which way the price action is going to move. And you'll see it in the variance. When you get a move on this 4-hour, when your volatility is low like this and you get a volatility expansion, guarantee you're going to get an outlier. There will be an outlier. Is that outlier going to be positively or negatively correlated? When you get an outlier and it's negatively correlated, down. When you get an outlier and it's positively correlated, up. That's just the way volatility works. I wish I could get these old timers in options to understand this stuff. They don't want to go there. They're just stuck in their groove. They're stuck in their implied volatility and their implied volatility rank. Are those good metrics? Sure, man. But there's more. They don't understand that this would help them understand. Do I take my profit now? Do I exit the trade 21 days out? Do I stay in longer? Is there more profit to be made? Instead, they're just like, okay, it's 21 days. Let's either take our profit or do this, that, or the other. Where it's like, let the volatility dictate what you're going to do. That's all. That's all, man. And that being said, thanks, guys. We're having nice groups in the Discord. We appreciate all of you showing up every day watching the streams. Like I said, this is something that you're going to want to watch for a while. Learn the lingo, right? And then get the free trial. Test these indicators out for yourself. Or you can just come straight in, right? Get the free trial and just start cracking on it. But that 2 weeks will go pretty damn fast. So if you are a dude in crypto, so you got 7 days a week, man. You got something to look at. And for God's sakes, go down. Go to a 1 minute time frame and just watch how everything's just ebb and flowing together. It'll start to blow your mind. You can throw up your old chart with indicators on a 1 minute. Throw up this chart on the 1 minute and just watch, marvel on how it just puts that other chart to shame, right? Because you will see it immediately. And so if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, thank you. If you're watching on TradingView, you right. Hit the rocket icon for us. Please help us get this out to other traders. And all that being said, wherever you live out on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading out. Possibly going to see you Saturday. You know what? We are going to do a stream tomorrow, 9 a.m. just for crypto. So we will be back tomorrow. But after this weekend is when I think crypto is going to make a move, whether it be the top side or the bottom side. We'll see shortly. Alpha Trading out. Later, guys.